Oh, this is where you've been hiding. It's ironic that it's duty that finally compels me to finish what I started all the...
What does he mean? This is the second time he's mentioned your past.
David, please go! Now is not the time!
Listen to your grandfather.
You're not going anywhere. You're charged with treason against your emperor. I see you're not quite...
David, run! No!
No!
Your grandfather was no real...
David, don't let him go.
Prepare to die like a dog, on your knees, just like your grandfather.
Welcome back everyone to Silver. Right, last time, just a bit of a recap. We explored the Library of No, defeated an incubus so that we could restart the steam engine and see where the ship was heading. As it turned out, it is heading to Rain. I think the name is self-explanatory. We got a new companion who is I don't feel she's especially good, and we were about to explore the city some more. Hopefully we will be ending up finishing this section during this set, but let's see. Can go two ways from here. First I'll take the bottom road. This is definite progress. Stab them while they are not watching. Think it might be a bit maybe that will kill his friend. Quickly pick up the bread before it gets moist. If I recall, the road up here leads to a connection point somewhere, but we definitely want to explore all of the areas here. If it gets too tedious, I'm going to cut it. Wow, absolutely annihilated.
Psst. Yes, you! Quickly, over here!
I think he's the same boy who scared us at the library.
It could be another trap.
He's just a boy. Come on, let's find out what he wants.
The garrison is coming! Please, we have to hide! Hurry! They'll be here soon!
I wasn't joking. That's a lot of dudes. Yeah, I think this is the only section in the game where in the streets enemies will respawn. Majority of the areas we will clear don't have respawning enemies. So it's in general it's a good indication of which areas you'll not explored, except the rain, of course. looks like that's all the boy wanted. Welp. These guys must not have like their superiors, because they were just standing there waiting for me to kill him. Or well, waiting for us. Need to get some healing done. No, this is progress. I think we are a bit late though.
The galleon should be here. Where is it?
We've missed it. It must have left before low tide.
Surely you consider this possibility.
There was nothing more we could have done.
We could have got here sooner.
Yes, we should never have gone back to Haven. We wasted too much time.
We needed reinforcements.
But what good are they now? You do what you want. I'll get Camille back myself.
William, I know you're upset.
Upset?
I think we should just let him go. He needs to calm down.
We all do.
Silva will send more guards. They'll be here soon. We have no choice but to go back to Haven.
Well, all that felt like a waste, honestly.
For reasons outside my scope of interest, Dr. Bazooki was insisting that you should join him at the Temple of the Oracle as soon as possible.
Is there anything wrong?
Did I not just explain that? I don't know because I don't care!
This must be important. Bazooki wouldn't waste our time.
Yes, we should hurry.
Attend to the men. Ensure they're all rested and well fed. They're gonna need it. After you've taken your own fill, naturally.
Yeah, that big plot is now being dumped on us. It's exploding,
At
man.
last.
Why? What is it?
That's not what the text says. Sometimes, especially these old games have this tendency to have text not matching the voice acting. It might be a last-minute decision that they changed it.
I don't have the time to explain. Come on, the Oracle is about to waken.
The Oracle?
If Bazooki is right, we should hurry. The Oracle is a divine, all-seeing presence, but only sinister omens rouse him into visible form.
Where is... Maybe we've missed it.
I am the all-seeing Oracle. Ask me what you will, but you have only 4 questions. Choose wisely.
Well, you could have been here before. Why don't you just stop Silver, right?
Your appearance here signifies danger. But what is the nature of the impending threat?
An evil sorcerer named Silver.
We already know.
But we already know of Silver's evil. Do you have nothing new to tell us?
You are ignorant of Silver's true motives and the extreme implications of his actions. Silver covets power and is striving to appease the chaotic god Apocalypse to attain it. If he succeeds, he will become an emissary of darkness, rewarded with the unimaginable powers of destruction to enforce Apocalypse's commands. He will lead this realm to its grave.
Just a little foreshadowing that he wasn't just collecting the woman to have a new wife. he's possibly wanting to sacrifice them.
How can we stop him?
Even without the power of darkness, Silver's evil is too potent. No mortal can defeat him. However, a long-dead civilization vanquished a similar threat 300 decades ago. They created 8 mystical orbs, each one forged with unique magical properties designed to neutralize the forces of evil. But their true power is only unleashed when they are combined.
Oh, so they are like the Chaos Emeralds.
Where can we find these orbs?
That was your last question, so I must restrict my answer to the location of the first orb. For the last 100 decades, a wizard named Orthias has lived as a hermit in the City of Rain. He is wary of strangers and is loath to speak to anyone. But you will find the first orb with him. Take this horn. It will counter the magic he uses to lock the entrance to his tower. Now, if you would leave, I must return to my slumber.
Why must he be such a cheap ass and only tell us the first one? Sounds like your typical fantasy. Yeah, you do it. Gimme.
We need to discover how Silver is planning to appease this god Apocalypse.
I agree, but first we need to secure all the orbs. David, you go to Rain and find Orthias. I'll go back to the camp and order my men to obstruct Silver and his hordes wherever possible.
What of the remaining 7 orbs? How will we find them?
If Orthias has the first, he may know the whereabouts of the others.
Maybe, but if they're as powerful as we hope them to be, Orthias will not relinquish his orb or any information freely.
I'm charming. How could he refuse?
Well, I don't want to get too distracted by your irresistible charisma, so I'll take my leave. But first, take this map. It details the whole province. And if you ever need me, just come to the camp.
Yay, we unlocked fast travel. The game is kindly telling us.
I thought you could use the skill and expertise of a true warrior. So what are we waiting for? Let's go.
As I was saying, the game was kindly telling me that, hey, you got the map now, you can fast travel.
If you weren't one of my potions, due to my unconditional expulsion from no, or permanent holiday as the other professors prefer to label it, we gratuities are gratefully accepted.
I find it a bit alarming that the guy who is doing explosions down in the caves is expelled, but the guy who is opening demon gates are not. Such a double standard, poor man.
How we of a gratuity?
I'm a fair man. I'd ask you for nothing but the cost of the ingredients. Interested?
I'd like to, but at the moment even the weest gratuity is beyond my means.
Don't fret, laddie. I have a sample here you can have for free. And I'll always be here if you need me. After all, there's nowhere else for Frink and I to go. Now, shouldn't you be on your way? I've kept you long enough.
Yay, cloud glass vial. If I recall, that's sort of a grenade. You throw it and it leaves farty gas in the area. Last time I forgot to do it for science, but hopefully I don't forget to put it at the front of this video. What happens if you do go against Fuge and he taunts David? it's not gonna end well. This is the Ice Palace. We don't want to go that way. What we want is to go back to Rain. Now these points are unlocked. As you can see, we got quite a few areas we can look after. Dead Gate, Winter. Well, not too imaginative names, but they do help. We can go back to David's house, or we can go to Rain straight away. We will go to Rain right now, just to explore, because there's a few quests I want to pick up there. And after we got the orb, because we will definitely get it soon, then we want to check back to David's house for another companion. Later. By the way, the Huan's sole purpose in this game is just to open this. Really. Oh, I think here there are a few mobs inside that are respawning. But that's still technically part of Rain, so I was not talking shit. This is sort of a little gold farm. Not too much, but every little bit helps. Let's see this wizard.
My name is David. Excuse my intrusion, but...
What is your purpose, stranger? I did not sanction your entry and so consider you hostile.
Wait! My intentions are virtuous. I give you my word.
How can I value the word of an intruder and potential thief?
I'm no thief, and I gained entry with a magical horn given to me by the Oracle. He's aware of your aversion to visitors, but thought it necessary in such grave circumstances.
I know of the Oracle's gift of foresight. Speak. Tell me of these circumstances.
Silver intends to harness the dark power of the god Apocalypse. We need the 8 mystical orbs to stop him.
I've feared the possibility of such a danger for many years. Take it. The orb is yours. I'm trusting that you will use it wisely. And please keep it safe from the hands of darkness.
So he will not give it up easy?
Before you return my solitude, look through my chest. I have collected many things throughout my mortal life. You may find something of use.
Well, it's a rare sight that the owner of the house actually asks us to pillage his chests.
Othais, can you tell me anything of the remaining orbs?
Some were lost, others were either stolen or sold, but I'm afraid I know nothing of their current whereabouts.
Which basically the game is telling us we will definitely have a run-in with them by exploring. What do you have in the chest? Another sword, a potion, enchanted armor, and a skill, Reaper. Let me see. Oh, and a key. Don't forget the steel key. Let's see the Reaper. Quite a good AoE ability, all things considered. You can test it out on these fools, if I wouldn't have used it already. Oh, whoops. Yeah, apparently forgot to start something up. Just a moment. Oh, I can't. Oh, that was my mistake. Hopefully it's fixed by now. I want to go this way. But where are you guys coming from? We just came from there. Smacked him while he was not looking. He was very oblivious to us. Oh yeah, I forgot to show it off. Now we got magic, fire magic, and we can utilize our mana. Fire magic works basically like how the mage showed us. Pew. This will come in play in several fights against minor bosses and bigger bosses. Bosses? What the fuck am I talking? Bosses. And some are weaker to elements as expected, and some are not. Like there are some monsters and bosses that are simply weaker to physical attacks, though those are few and far between. Now, if memory serves me right, there's a quest in this direction to the south. Yes,
Please
indeed.
stop this. You're hurting me.
Well, we'll hurt them. Seems he got a bit of reinforcement coming. Yeah, that was this is where we get the first of our few throwing knives. The good side of it is that you can use it alongside a shield.
Are you alright? Silver's guards are temperamental and often callous, but I've never seen them attack a defenseless old lady before.
I'm afraid they're unrelenting. Ever since little Jimmy.
Who's little Jimmy?
My son. They took him from me nearly 30 years ago.
Who did?
Silver's guards. Jimmy stole one of their helmets. It was just a childish prank. He would have given it back. The magistrate said it was a profane act of treason and sent him away. He was just a boy. I've tried to find him, but they won't tell me anything. They just taunt me.
Silver thrives on people's misery. He's taken my wife, Jennifer.
So you understand how I feel. I'm already indebted to you, but could you find it in your heart to look for little Jimmy while you search for your wife? You're my only hope.
We don't even know what he looks like.
Here, take this. It was his favorite teddy. It's the only thing I have left. I know he would recognize it. Please, I beg you.
We'll try.
Thank you.
Oh, there was another inconsistency with the text there and the voice acting. But yeah, we will be running into Jimmy. Not as soon as we might expect. Let's just put it that way. But anyway, this is the quest I wanted to grab. Want to look around the city as much as we can. I like how they are all oblivious to us. Meanwhile, I think he calls more in case if you kill them, because he's super evasive. Yes, and he drops a carrot. Yay. Okay, so just a moment. Right, time to explore some more. This very rainy city. I'm surprised this place is not flooded. Okay, we found the second entrance here. I think we can go this way too. No, does not seem to be. Only a few areas left to explore. Yeah, it's especially dumb today, it seems. Okay, this is a dead end. We'll need to remember this dead end. Since we are done here, you might be wondering why I am still lingering about. Well, I'm hoping that I can get into a place where I can recruit a very useful companion for us. I think he should be available, but I'll see if I get there. It should be somewhere this way. You okay, mate? Oh, don't worry. We ended your suffering. Okay, it's not here yet. It's fine. Oh, we got another patrolman. Hopefully he's not as oblivious as the last ones. I seem to be... Hey, stop running! Ouch! That was a big hit. Okay, with the orb, now that we got it, winter would be a logical place to go to. But first I want to go to David's house, because there's an area there we should be able to explore.
David, are you okay?
Yes, it's just, this is my home, and I miss it. I want my wife back.
For a moment there, I thought you'd got your wish. Come on, we'd better stop them before they wreck the place.
Let's see how they like fire. As you can see, you can accidentally change characters like I just did. You can also spectacularly miss. This is where the controls can get a bit cumbersome. These guys are very weak against fire. I'm guessing that, well, nothing really likes fire. I think okay inside. Yep, seems to be alright. Okay, the area where we are heading to should be this way. There will be an ambush here. Quite a lot of them. No, it's just 3. I was expecting more. In general, you cannot wander off into areas you're not supposed to. Purely because the areas are made in such a way that you will not go into an area that's not right for you. Oh, 3 dudes. And they hit hard. Like really hard. It's perhaps the first time that we need to fall back a little and use magic to our advantage. Eat faster. Oh, I'm out of magic. Ow. And they just dropped the Beasley apple. Quick. Don't die. Yeah, this area is a bit higher level than I expected. To use magic, but we are quite low on it actually. Magic regeneration is not that great. Mages can get around it because they have a higher mana pool, so the regeneration is not an issue for them. And all they dropped these measly apples, goddamn. If I recall, here should be able to buy food. This save point always stays here, so you can always come back and save.
Why do you waste our time here when our missions have already been decided? Go quickly. I'll hinder Silva while you search for the orbs.
No, then we need to go back to the castle. Which is interestingly called barracks here. I'm going to leave it in this set, but for the next sets I'm going to remove the fast traveling signs.
So soon? Sorry, do you want to see Melissa?
Yes, and I want quite a few of your stuff.
Great choice!
Okay, so back to David's house. And we should be heading, I think up north is the area we are looking for, and to the right is an area that's more of a side or bonus. Interestingly, equipment in terms of weapons drop when to the amount of party members we have, if I recall. This area has bears. Bears are really burly. Like super burly.
They were in a hurry. Should we follow them?
No. They ran from the direction of Vivian's cottage. She could need help.
Who's Vivian?
A friend. Trust me, you'll like her.
Ah, yeah, she's a good companion. She's the one I was talking about. But first we need to get rid of these at least one of the bears. No, both of them actually. Vivian, can you... Not Vivian. What the fuck am I talking about? Use a sword instead. And... bees. Weird that they were groaning in human. Goddamn bees. Flying enemies are always finicky. Don't touch the bear. We don't want to touch the bear just yet. Jeez, the bees. Come closer, bear. There. That was surprisingly easy. I remembered worse. Okay, Sakuni, can you change to bow and shoot the bear? Pew. There we go. I know they don't have too much HP, but they hit really hard. My memory serves me right. Sometimes it does, sometimes it does not.
We'd best be careful. These bodies are still warm.
We needn't worry. This is not a wholly unfamiliar sight, and I recognize the swordsmanship.
Why? Who did this?
Vivian.
And you were anxious for her safety?
Yeah, she just kind of obliterated these fools. Sometimes stairs and ladders are not exactly obvious, so one must always be attentive to the surroundings. Come on, doggies. There we go, one more. Then we can head into the house and get our new companion, Vivian.
You were right, David. I like her already.
I could have killed you!
No, just raised his voice another octave. I'm Sakuni. Pleased to meet you.
I'm Vivian, and sorry about the welcome mat.
What happened?
They were waiting for me when I got back from the fort with supplies. Marianne was gone. They delighted in telling me that she'd been taken before Silver and that I, too, would soon have that pleasure. As you can see, I declined their charming offer.
They've taken Jennifer, and most of the other women, too. We'd better leave before they come back for you.
I'm not
Let me join you. I'll help you do whatever it takes to find Jennifer and my sister.
This is the character select, party member select screen. We don't have too much. We will have 2 more companions who will join us. And yeah, for right now, we don't have too much of a choice.
As long as you understand what you're letting yourself in for.
Like I said, anything to find my sister.
Also, I think they would have a bad day if they would want to come back for her, so I'm not sure why she's worried. Anyway, Vivian is going to be a staple companion for quite a while, and in fact, up until the point I get someone who is very good at magics, which is going to be in a bit, in quite a bit, not on this set, I assume. Until that point, she will be on the rooster and Sakuni will be changed to someone else. I think we will not be getting him just yet. We will need to explore this area because it looks quite homey, as you can see. Something might have happened nearby. Even though the graphics look a bit clunky, I still think it's a quite pretty game in its own right. Okay, so Sakuni, you want this so that I can give Vivian a shield. She's much better with melee than you are. Is that a strange circle there? Mushroom circle, that is. See, the three people are quite a stark contrast to these small folk. Okay, so switch to fire. And they can body block shots. There we go. Let me just take a quick glance. Oh, sorry. He has quite the amount of HP too. Can you stop it? Quit it. This will be quite an annoying thing in the game. Oh, damn it. Yeah. Managing the gear. Ouch, that's quite an amount you punched off my face, sir. And the problem is switching to spells will have this effect. These are one of the very few areas of the game that's going to give us such kind of troubles. And because there are no quick buttons to heal, which is annoying. Yeah. Great blocking skills, me. This is why I bought all that food, because I knew this area is going to be a bother. Okay, how do you like fire? Not too much? Hoped so. Yeah, this is going to be happening a few times till we get the healing spell. I ran out of food again. And we don't even have a shield yet. So quickly check here. I think this might be a heal circle. It's just levitating there. Yep, it is a heal. Full heal and mana restore. Now it worked for everyone. That's fine. This is good, finally. Okay. this area, I'm fairly certain, leads to a locked house that we cannot open yet. These annoying buggers. This is what I meant, that in general the AI of our partners is not very good. They don't do too much by themselves. Maybe this way. There we go. Well, we're not going to die from starvation. There are plenty of apples here. Eat. If you watched the intro...
This province is beautiful and so tranquil. Tell me, does anyone live in that mill?
An eminent artist named Reuben lived there for decades. I used to come here as a child to watch him paint.
I know of Reuben and his work, but you said lived.
Yes, he disappeared. No one's either seen or spoken to him since the last full cycle of tides.
Perhaps he's gone elsewhere to paint.
Perhaps.
In the intro you might have recalled, don't have the key yet for this place, but back in the intro you might have recalled that Reuben helped Nemesis to lure Silver to his gallery, and he did the paintings. He was the guy who got zapped and only his shoes remained. Yep, indeed, that was him, and we will be getting there eventually. If I recall, one of the... oh no, free healing? Huh. Screw you, fairies. One of the orbs will be in there. It will be quite some time before we get there. So, next up, we are not yet ready to go to winter. We will need a key for that. A key I don't possess just yet. And I don't think I have the key for the doors in Rain. So what we can do is head this way. But first, our supplies are really low, so I'll quickly go and get some food and possibly cut that out. So be right back. And we're back. We will be heading this way then, which I think leads to another fight, boss fight. Ah yeah, there's this chap here.
I am the Mayor of Rain. How dare you approach me without prior invitation?
In the forest. I get the feeling you were kicked out.
We've just... to rob me of my worldly treasures. I know your sort. You want to run your sword through my belly and feed my rotund carcass to the wolves.
No, we're...
murdering slum dwellers. Guards, protect me!
Well, that went south really fast. Oh well, they are running pretty fast. So, Mayor, about those cards. This is the city key. We wanted this.
I definitely missed the beware fat eccentric maniac prone to erratic paranoia and likely to attack sign as we approach this clearing.
I like it when they are chatty, and indeed Sakuni is quite a chatty one at that. So it's kind of a bummer that we will be getting rid of her. We see Vivienne has very good strength, dexterity, and not too great on those departments. Whereas David is just a bit better at strength than she is. So she's pretty much our cut and corner warrior.
Your adventures have been...
Okay, so this leads to, if I recall, a boss fight, which we will not be having today, and this will be a shorter set, I'm afraid. So next time we will be checking out that extra part in Rain, and we will definitely check out that boss fight over here. Thank you very much for watching, and see you next time. Bye!